Okay, it's May, so it's time to dive in on our monthly update as far as what we are seeing in the market. And we are going to be once again talking about where buyers have leverage that they've never had before. And it doesn't mean that the market's crashing, it means that we're just simply balancing out from having a very seller heavy, seller focused, seller driving the ship type market in our local region. And what we're seeing is that the average purchase price has increased to $755,000. That means that it's just under 1% year after year growth, which is slower paced than what we've seen previously in other years. And we're also seeing that homes are sitting on the market longer. The average days on market in La Plata County is up at 97 days. We are also seeing that the inventory is building. So that means that we've got 328 active homes, and there was 78 homes listed in La Plata County just for the month of March. And what does that really mean? It means that buyers are still coming in and they're negotiating on their properties, but buyers are now having leverage. We haven't really seen that in the last few years. So as a seller, what you need to be really considering is that you're pricing appropriately, and it doesn't mean that you have to price under the market. It just means that you need to be priced within reason. If you aren't, then the buyer that comes and looks at your property is probably not even going to try to negotiate. And we are seeing a lot on the boots on the ground, a lot of back and forth as far as negotiation goes. Previously, you would see one or two in order for counter proposals to come into fruition. Now we're seeing anywhere from 4 to 5 to 10 back and forth between buyer and seller, which means that maybe if you were somebody that possibly in the past wanted to sell as a for sale by owner, you may want to consider that. You've got to be very skilled and also savvy and also patient in order to get your property under contract right now. And also what we're seeing is that 80% of homes have been selling underneath the list price. So once again, goes back to that negotiation period and how that's happening more than what we've seen before. And the good news though is that the luxury properties and the luxury market is still doing really well here. Investors and people of wealth are seeing that our market, even though it's in a somewhat balanced market right now, historically will continue to rise and grow. Just where we saw that 1% increase on this year when it's been a historically slow real estate year across the country. As far as what I'm seeing is that deals are still happening. Dave, my teammate, and Oceana, my buyer's agent, we've been really busy still. We're just being very gritty. We're being very cognizant. If a property comes off the market, we put it and then it has to go back on the market. We're just being really good about being quick and savvy with all of that. And another thing that can save you thousands of dollars is that if you list your property, to make sure that we have a couple insurance providers already lined up that could possibly write on it to ensure that the buyers that may struggle with their buyer agent or their side of the transaction on getting insurance, that we are all teed up and ready to go there. One thing that people are seeing that's a little bit difficult right now is the new 2026 septic health regulations. We are definitely recommending that sellers that are getting ready to go to the market to get their septic pumped and inspected to make sure that it's compliant with those new and very strict rules. Those have been getting stricter by the minute. So be cognizant, be aware, and if you are thinking about buying or selling in the La Plata County market, we are here to help.